communication breakdown between the homeowner and the adjuster. Now, I've seen a lot of common threads in forums that I'm in with restoration contractors and insurance companies and insurance adjusters. And what this concern or confusion seems to be is once the insurance claim proceeds, the contractor feels that there is a confusion or a disconnect in the communication between the homeowner and the adjuster. And to a degree, I understand where that can happen, but it needs to go back to the initial site visit when all three of you are together. So the homeowner, the adjuster, the insurance adjuster, and the restoration contractor are meeting on the site at the time of the loss and explaining what responsibilities there are of the homeowner, what responsibilities the contractor is involved with throughout the duration of the claim, as well as what role the adjuster will have throughout the preceding parts of the claim right up to when everything is signed off. So that really should eliminate a lot of the questions at the start. And of course, insurance adjusters and contractors have been doing hundreds of these losses in our career. So if it's a homeowner, this is a lot of times their first loss, their first trauma that they've had in their home, whether it's a fire or a water loss or vandalism. So they really don't understand the whole concept of this situation they're in, because they're in shock. For one, their personal space has been invaded by people coming in and out, and if it's vandalism, they've been traumatized by someone unwanted in their home. So they don't know what's happening. They're not even listening for the most part and grasping the magnitude of what's about to happen in their life moving forward for the next little while. So the insurance adjuster's role really is to explain the policy on what's covered and what's not covered, and if there's any living expenses that need to be done. That's not the contractor's role. We're here to provide a service, and our expertise in mitigating the loss, so making sure that there's no further damage happening to the home or the structure, as well as removing affected material, bringing in the proper sub-trades, bringing in your in-house crew to remove affected materials. We need to provide a scope to the insurance adjuster so that they know what's been removed from the structure. And then on the back end, we need to provide a rebuild spec so that they know what's going to be put back in of the same quality and whatever's been removed pre-loss condition. So at the time of the loss, that's our responsibility, as well as making sure that we maintain clear, concise communication between everyone who sets foot on that job site, as well as with the homeowner, because they really do feel invaded, because this is their safe place in their home, and they need to know when people are coming in and out of their home and be notified and help to understand to the best that they can handle what's to be expected of them, whether they need to get a few things out of the home, if they need to be living outside of the home temporarily while you're doing the work. So this can really be communicated clearly at the beginning of the job, the job moving forward. And it really comes down to the contractor's ability to communicate. So because we're hired for our professional abilities to be project managers and construction contractors, that we are hired for our ability to communicate and be a hub of communication between the adjusters, the homeowners, and the contractor. as well as subtrades. So it really, I feel that it doesn't suit a purpose to put a blame on the homeowner and the adjuster. And because if there's an issue or a misunderstanding at the beginning of the claim, I think the contractor can also fill in what could possibly go wrong. You can't foresee all issues, obviously, but you can help nudge a conversation in a way and pull questions from the homeowner on what they possibly could run into if there's an issue, and help the two of them communicate between each other. And that's not really your main role too, is to help them to communicate. But if you've been doing this enough, you've seen enough issues arise and what the common problems are, or issues that arise with a lack of communication or misunderstandings. So I hope this kind of helps a little bit. I noticed that there was a thread of communicating in forums that I saw, and this was a main issue that contractors saw. Why is there always this breakdown in communication between the homeowner and the adjuster, and I'm always caught in the middle of it? Well, yeah, because you're the hub, you're the one on site day in, day out until the job is completed. So it's really your responsibility to have that open flow of communication between all parties involved. And that's why you're hired. Your expertise on the job site and off the job site in the office, or if your office is your truck, you need to be communicating via email, text, or voice to all parties. That's just your part of the job. So I'm going to write a blog post and get a little bit more detailed and breaking it down a little bit more on the roles that I find that the contractor should have on the job site, and what we can do to eliminate a lot of the confusion into the claim and setting the tone for the claim as a contractor. So I hope this has been a little bit of benefit or value in this video. If you are watching on YouTube, make sure you like this video and subscribe to my channel, because I'm always putting videos out. I haven't been for the last little bit because I've been focusing on my my career, my job, and just making sure that I tighten things up there. But I will be starting to put out a few more videos coming up in the next little bit. Some review of some awesome equipment that's being coming out with thermal imaging. There's some great stuff coming out now. FLIR has discontinued a lot of their old lines and is coming out with some great stuff, a lot with Wi-Fi, so you can link up with other people in the home or for educational purposes. So there's some really cool stuff coming out. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below, because it really helps me get an idea of what people are thinking of if they leave a comment, or concerns, or if they tell me that I'm doing something wrong. Please help me. I want to get better at what I'm doing as well. So have a great day, guys, and I will talk to you on the next video. Thanks a lot. Bye now.